If you enjoy hiking, skiing, and beautiful scenery, then you'll enjoy the state of Montana. Montana has something to do for all ages. But first, here's a little history of Montana. Montana was founded on November 8, 1889. At this time, there were only 40 other states founded, making Montana number 41. The capital of Montana is a town called Helena. Montana has many tourist attractions. Yellowstone National Park is one of them. Yellowstone is 3,500 square miles at which a volcanic spot sits. Majority is in Wyoming, but it branches up to Montana and Idaho. In Yellowstone, there are dramatic canyons, rivers, thick forest geysers, and hot springs. There are also many wildlife creatures, such as bears, wolves, bison, elk, and antelope. In Yellowstone, if you go to Firehole Canyon, you can float in the hot spring rivers, such like a lazy river. Although there is a small fee of $30 to get in, you have a lot of area to explore. For some tourists, they like to find historical places to visit. If you go to Montana, then you can experience history come to life. In 1876, a battle took place here in Montana called Little Big Horn. This was a battle between United States Army and the Sioux tribe. Today, Montana has a national monument to memorialize Custer's last stand. This battle happened because Lieutenant Colonel George Custer wanted the Sioux and Cheyenne tribes to move to reservations. Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse resisted and brought their armies. The Native American leaders gathered other tribes who left their reservations to help fight off the United States Army. There were over 10,000 Native Americans. Custer only had 600 men. In less than an hour, the Sioux and Cheyenne natives had conquered the United States Army, which later resulted in revenge battles. Now sits a monument with the soldiers' names and a summary of war. Along with the monument are gravestones and Native American teepees.
In Great Falls, Montana, they hold a Lewis and Clark Festival. This is on the third week in June and runs all week. This week is an opportunity to experience an incredible journey through the weathered pages of the daily journals kept by Lewis and Clark, all shared with visitors through presentations, ceremony, and guided experience. Demonstrations, exhibits, and other events continue all week as the history of this 200-year-old adventure unfolds. Montana is referred to as the Treasure State because of its rich mineral reserves. Mining has been an economic cornerstone of the state, and the state's motto, Oro y Plata, is Spanish for gold and silver. This refers to two of the minerals that gave rise to this nickname. The state's population is barely over 1 million people. The density of the state is at about 6 people per square mile. The smallest state of Rhode Island is more populous than the much bigger state of Montana. Montana has the third least population in the United States. Montana has the largest migratory elk herd in the nation, as well as having the largest grizzly bear population in the lower 48 states. The grizzly bear is also the state's official animal. The state flower is called the bitterroot. Lewis and Clark discovered this flower in a valley. It is also an important flower because it was a part of many Montana Indians' diets. The first inhabitants of Montana were the Plains Indians. This has then led to Montana being the home of 7 Indian reservations that are shown here. Montana's name comes from the Spanish word mountain, because Montana is filled with lots of beautiful mountains that have turned into national parks for people to come visit. One of the parks, called Glacier National Park, has 250 lakes within its boundaries for people to go and visit and hike. Whitefish, Montana is a resort town in the Rocky Mountains of northwest Montana. It's a gateway to the jagged peaks, lakes, and glacier-carved valleys of Glacier National Park. You can ski, and there are mountain bike trails that wind down the hill of Whitefish Mountain. Overall, Montana is a place that is not too crowded but still offers a lot of fun experiences, from the historical festivals and events that happen throughout the year to hiking, skiing, and even swimming in the many lakes. There is something for everyone to enjoy in the state of Montana.